Welcome, sisters. Welcome to this impromptu live circle. My name is Jonita D'souza, and I'm so excited to see you here. Welcome, Selena. Hey, so nice to see you here. Sarah, Stasia. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna let a few other sisters join in. So we are in the Cancer new moon. What is present? Please let us know where you're joining from and what emotion is predominantly present in this waters of the Cancer new moon. Please put it in the chat so we get to know how we're feeling, what's happening, what's in the air. Happy birthday, Selena. Thank you for being here with us on this precious day. The Cancer new moon. All right. So since it's the watery element, we have all sorts of emotions showing up. And these emotions can range from hope to despair. And it's possible in our women's bodies. We have a huge range to feel, to experience, to go up and down really quick. And in the heavy crab energy, right? Yeah. So since it's the watery energy, the emotions around safety, protection, security, these things may show up as kind of triggers or overwhelm. And one of the good things that is available to us is our capacity to give that to ourselves internally, to create an inner sense of safety and to find an internal anchor so that we can navigate those drowning times, as Selena, you say, as those drowning times. And what is more important right now is that we women find containers for ourselves to be held so that we don't feel that the entire world's burden is on us, and even our own life's burdens are upon us, and we are in this alone. We are co-creators. The women's principle, the feminine principle is creation. And we've got to remind ourselves that we are the creative principle, but we are co-creators. Yes, it's not 100% up to us all the time to create our realities. We are in a divine partnership with the divine. And that somehow eases the weight that we carry. Hello, Stasia from Arizona. Installing new deadbolts, safety, right? Great. So my intention today was once again to sit in circle with women, just connect with the community and anchor some safety through some womb practices. And as you saw that I have been sharing about Remembrance Retreat that is happening in India later this year, October. And I've received quite a few questions. Some questions probably I should have addressed in the beginning, but hey, here it is. And I would love to answer them and just have this container where I can share a little bit about it. And then we'll go into an embodiment ritual, into a womb ritual to release and re-energize our womb under this new moon. Hey, Rochelle, definitely feeling sensitive, raw, sad. Yes, yesterday when I was just working on something on my laptop, I had this sudden hit of energy on me and I began to cry, and it was really interesting. This emotion was not of, it wasn't of sadness for sure. What it was this realization that oh my God, what is just happening in this world? And what am I doing? And what are these times? And really taking this 1 second to honor myself that, oh my goodness, I have taken on a lot. Yeah, I've taken on a lot of responsibility, not just personally, collectively, consciously, unconsciously. So no wonder we all are feeling these emotional weights, right? Like you cannot carry this load anymore all the time, right? And to understand that we are co-creators kind of brings us that little bit of peace that, hey, we do our part and we feel it all. And then we surrender the rest because we trust that we've done our part. And we allow space for life to meet us as well, right? Cancer feels like everyone and everything. Yeah, tons of tears. And tears are a really good thing. In the Vedic traditions here in India, tears are considered as amrita, as sacred waters, and it is a form of liberation. So when you feel yourself tearing up, I want us to now start reframing those old paradigms, those old conditionings that, oh, you're too weak if you cry, or something is wrong if you cry, or you cry only when there is a heaviness. In fact, tears are your gateways for liberation. You release, you liberate, you feel. It tells you, it shows you your capacity to feel. And you know what? This is important because the more we feel as women, the more we are bringers of change. Yeah. So I'm glad that we are settling here. And I felt the feeling of being in a pressure cooker, right? In a pressure cooker where, as you said, everyone and everything, you feel everyone and everything, and it's yours and it's theirs, it's the collectives. Like, what do we do when we feel too much? And that's what communities are for. That's what sacred spaces are for. That's what containers are for. Because oftentimes it happens in sister circles and in virtual, or in person, when I have women coming in and saying that I feel completely hopeless. I feel that I've done so much work. I know I have done so much healing and all of that, but still in this moment, I feel totally hopeless. And you know what my response to that is usually that, good that you are here. Yeah, good that you are here in circle, because you are required to feel all of that, including your hopelessness. And oftentimes the hopelessness can teach you surrender. So when you're in circle with that energy, what I invite women to allow other women's energies to nourish you. So can you just sit in your hopelessness and allow other women's inspirations to touch you, nourish you, inspire you? This was the very reason women's circles have been part of our ancient cultures since thousands of years. Women gathered not because they were always excited and that they were so intuitive and they were processing things. Some were and some weren't. And we were space holders for each other. So you're allowed to feel like shit, but then make sure you bring yourself in a container that can nourish you while you're feeling like shit. Or just a needing to release, right? So without further ado, I would like to share a little bit about the remembrance questions, and then we will go into the womb ritual. So for those of you, some of you have who are here have also shown interest in joining the Remembrance Retreat, and thank you so much for that. I will answer some questions around it, and for those of you for whom it's not probably that interesting or so, just hang on for another 5 to 7 minutes while we go through this section. And maybe you know somebody who will be interested, or maybe this is a desire in the future and you can simply stay in the energy of the desire, right? There is no harm in that. So I just want to address some of the common questions that were asked regarding the Remembrance Retreat. Firstly, Remembrance Retreat is this is an 8 days residential retreat for women together, and it's a sacred feminine leadership retreat where we are going to connect with our sensuality, our sexuality, our womb wisdom, as well as our sovereign expression as leaders of our own lives. So whether you are in a business, you are birthing your voice, or you are looking forward to express yourself in new ways, in energized ways, in a refreshed way, this is for you. And it's happening in India, obviously, in Kerala. Kerala is the land of Ayurveda. This is where Ayurveda has originated from, and Ayurveda is a science. It's just not a concept, it's literally a science. And according to Ayurveda, it's really interesting that a disease, so this Ayurveda sees disease as dis-ease. A disease can enter a woman's body only under 2 circumstances. And the 2 circumstances are, firstly, when the woman is not in sync with the moon, and secondly, when the woman is depleted in her Shakti. Shakti meaning your life force energy. These are the only 2 reasons when disease enters a woman's body. And now this disease can be physical, emotional, mental as well, right? And so for those of you who have been working with me for the last 5-6 years or even more, I am originally from India, and I have been living in London and sharing my teachings there. My initiation, in fact, happened in London by the women who held space for me in Glastonbury. I have my teachers from there and from around there. And I learned a lot about the divine feminine archetypes, Tantra, the priestess training, Ayurveda, and all of that. And I've been running retreats in Spain and UK in the past. And for the first time in 20 years, I am back in India right now for the next 6 months or so. And I was so called to do this retreat here to really honor this lineage. And for me, it's a whole circle. It's coming full circle that I get to honor the lineage. I had to leave my country, go somewhere, find myself, and then come back to its teachings, come back to its roots. And there are so many teachers teaching Tantra in the West that I see is very contradictory to the classical Tantra. And a lot of it has been misused and misrepresented, which has been an kind of like an uneasy feeling for me for a really long time. And so for me, it feels like homecoming to the fact that this retreat, the Remembrance, is happening in here, and I can hold it here now that borders have opened, international flights are on full-fledged. And it's really about honoring this lineage that has taught me a lot. And I know for a lot of women around the world, we have been touched by the goddesses, the mantras, the Ayurveda, the Tantra in various ways. So if you are one of them and you feel like, wow, I really want to be immersed in the land and once again, remember those ancient wisdom within me, then this could be for you. I also like to say that you may come from whatever lineage, whatever ancestral line, and you may have attraction towards other lineage, and it's fine. It's absolutely fine, because that's what we are here to remember. You know, it's not just about you born in this lifetime. It's journeys and lifetimes that we have cultivated, which is a wisdom in our body. That's why we many times resonate with teachings from different lineage, because it's not about land and boundaries and countries and culture. It's the wisdom, it's the remembrance in the body that we feel. So I like to always say, like, you can be of any ancestral line, doesn't matter. But if you feel drawn to a certain lineage and its teaching, then it's meant for you. Then because it's resonant in your body. So I wanted to put that out. So some of the very common question I have had is, what about the refund or cancellation policy, right? We are post-COVID. So one of the things I want to do is make it really simple. If the borders close, if there are restrictions again, and if there is COVID in India or in your country, for which reasons the retreat cannot happen or you cannot travel, you will receive a full refund. I want to make it very simple and like authentic to both sides. However, once you have reserved, and if you decide to not attend, then of course there will not be a refund issued. If there is any personal reason, it can be the refund can be held as an amount for something in the future, or you can transfer the amount paid to any other woman that you know can attend on your behalf, or somebody that you can pass it on to. So due to any restrictions, government restrictions, any cancellations happening, you will get full reimbursement, you get full refund, so not to worry about that. Another question was that if I'm going to repeat this Remembrance Retreat, if there are any other dates. So to be really honest, I don't know. I create and design retreats as I'm guided to. And if you're feeling inclined, then really sit with it and see if it is a full body yes, and you want to make it happen, and see what other possibilities are available. This retreat is beginning on the 23rd of October, and it's going to go for 8 days. And on 30th of October, 23rd, we're going to begin. It's a dark moon. Hey, I have to begin there, right? We have to start from the underworld, and it is the day of Kali Puja in India. So it's a day of Kali Puja, and the next day is the Festival of Lights, which is Diwali, the puja of the ceremony of Goddess Lakshmi. These two are one of the biggest ceremonies in India. So you get to have a full-on hands-on experience on the traditional ways. And there's a specific reason why this Remembrance Retreat is around those days, to be in sync with your feminine, right? So another question was that I've never done anything like this before, Sacred Feminine Journey before, and if it is for me, can I join? And I would say that this retreat is absolutely for you if you have never done anything like this before, or if you've done anything like this before. I have had women from the age of 23 to the age of 68 attending these retreats. For them, sometimes it was the first time, sometimes it was, just an annual thing that women like to do. And I like to say that going to retreats, that fund should be like, if you have money for your insurance, you do life insurance, right? There is the sense of protection and safety you feel. These retreats, women gathering, it's equally potent and equally important for your well-being, for you, more than even the life insurance. And again, I don't want to go into all of those corporate things around life insurance or not, but for me, retreats are literally life insurance for women, for the feminine, in whichever ways it is. I'm not saying like go travel across the world, but in any ways, if this is something that women really need, specifically the times that we are living in. So if you've never done it, this would be fantastic thing for you to experience, and the memories will last for the rest of your lifetime. I will bring some of the past participants to speak with sometime in the future, and we will get to see. Price, as you see that I have put it as a very reasonable price. It's only $19.99 for 8 days, and that really includes a lot. It really includes 8 days of workshops, meals, Ayurvedic massages, your own consultant, sistership, different rituals, some excursions, and you are going to be in a beautiful location. So if you really look into it, this is something people charge a lot for this value, and I know the prices around in the market. I know what my colleagues do as well. And one of the things that has always worked for me is that I'm so blessed, I'm able to offer high valuable content, affordable price, and that's something I stick behind, and it has always worked out for me. It's in dollars, sister. $19.99 is in US dollars. And again, you need only 500 to deposit, and then the rest we can work as a payment plan, or you can pay upfront. Yeah, that's another question. What else? How do I get to the retreat center? Yes, this is someone, yeah. Some of you have asked about this. So once you make an application, then my team will get in touch with you and will coordinate all of that. So it's not like you will just be left alone and I'll see you on the day of the retreat. No, my team will be there with you to guide you how to book your taxi, how to get to the accommodation, and all of that. So you will be in good hands, and I have a really good team. If you trust me, then they are like me, a really good team, and they will support you with all the bookings, all the connections. They will even do it on your behalf to whatever extent possible. Yeah, and what I really suggest is that you arrive at least 24 hours before the retreat starting date. So the retreat is starting on the 23rd. So best is if you arrive on a day before, because of course it's going to be a long travel for you, and you may need some time to get over the journey and acclimatize yourself, because the weather here in October in Kerala in October will be between I think it'll be between 25 to 28 degrees. So that's the weather that's going to be. So you can bring your summer clothes on, and you will need some time to just get used to your body, to get used to what just happened. Yeah, time travel to another dimension. It really sometimes feels like this when I travel between Bali, India, London, Poland, like it's all over the place. So yeah, my team will be assisting with airport transfers, accommodations, if you come early, if you go late, and all of that. What do you need to bring? Again, once you register, you will get a list to prepare yourself. We will also have a preliminary call where I'll help you, with the preparation of this retreat as well. So yeah. What is not included in the investment, I want to really make clear, is, of course, the airport travels, transfers, and your travel up to the retreat. Yeah, your travel insurance, your air tickets, and any kind of personal shopping in India, that's not included in retreat price. And you may be really tempted, because it is quite tempting to buy beautiful colors and fabric, jewelry, additional Ayurvedic massages that if you want to do. So that's not included in the investment. Yeah, I think that's about it that I wanted to say. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, ask me. Yeah, feel free to email me and ask me. What I also want to do is quickly do a screen share, and then we're going to move on to our right. So that's what it is. I want to show the retreat page is now ready, and you can read everything about it. What I want to show is what you will be experiencing. So we will have feminine movement practices, or we will be taught energy practices with the sisters. And there will be Kali ceremony, Lakshmi ritual, fire ceremony, water ceremony, jade egg initiation as well. A lot of other work, ecstatic dance and womb sounding, all of that in sisterhood. And you can read about past participants on this page how their experiences have been. And these are participants from Spain and Glastonbury. So you can fill into this. You can also look into the pictures from the past retreats, where you can get the feel of how it would be. The numbers are going to be really between 8 to 10 women maximum. I want to keep it intimate so that I get to do hands-on healing on every single one around. I get to connect with everyone as well. You also will get some certificate of participation. As I said, 8 days accommodation, double occupancy. You'll be sharing with someone. If you want to be by yourself in a single room, then please inquire with me. Again, 3 high vibrational Ayurvedic meals. Since we are in an Ayurvedic resort, I also want to tell you that please be rest assured that you will be in a safe space. When you come to India, I know like a lot of women may have concern around like, oh, what about COVID? What about this virus? And God knows what all. You will be in a world-class Ayurvedic resort, and it's a safe haven that will make you feel at home or maybe in paradise. So yeah, there'll be, so you're gonna get Ayurvedic massage, a complimentary one. You will have your own consultation, and based on that, you can do your selection of the massage. We'll do some local trips, some hands-on information around Ayurveda that can help you integrate new practices in your living and food ritual. So yeah, that's what you're gonna get. Also a lot of solo time to engage with your senses. We're gonna be, the retreat center opens up to a beach, so that'll be really refreshing as well in the month of October for you to just go and be in the warm waters of the sea. So this is how the daily schedule will look like. So we're going to meet in the morning. We're going to do some feminine movement meditation practices, and breakfast time, 2 hours of morning workshops, lunchtime, and then you have all the free time in the afternoon after lunch. We're going to meet once again for evening workshop and dinner. Right, so this is the investment that is available. Pretty much the price is this, and which is available until 10th of July only. There are 3 tiers available, so it helps you make decisions fast or feel into what feels good for you. Right, and all of the FAQs that I said, questions have also been listed here, so you can read at your own convenience and see for it. So can't wait until your time in the future, right? Yeah, stick with the energy of desire. Why not? Yeah, no harm. So that's all about it. That's all about Remembrance Retreat. I hope you make use of this opportunity if possible. And we offer really good payment plans. And I have been always an advocate of women to help women financially for these kind of specific pursuits. Because I remember a time in my life, I didn't have that money, and some women did sponsor me, and it changed my life. It really changed my life. This is me now. I remember I sold my phone. Can you believe I sold my mobile phone to get the tickets to go and attend priestess training? I'm not asking you to do that, but that's what I knew I had to do. And I was lucky enough, like ways opened. The energy of desire is important. It's really important for the way to show up. So I like to say when we do my signature program inside the Empress course, that we women have the capacity to hold both, hold polarities. We can hold our pleasure and we can hold our pain. So we can be feeling like shit on one hand, and we can also at the same time hold the energy of desire. Yeah. So, and this is a practice. It's a practice, it's a remembrance. And of course, we will not remember it all the times, but then we get to come back to the practice again and again. So without further ado, let's go into the womb ritual. Okay. Let me take a breath. So let's get seated. what we're going to do is we're going to use our sound, our breath, and our hands to release. Okay, and some of you who have done the womb clearing with me may know this before. We're going to use our hands to direct energy. That's the basic underlying principle in the Vedic traditions, the Eastern philosophy, that our hands are electrical circuit. They carry energy, they can direct energy. Hence the concept of mudras, hence the concept of Tai Chi, Qigong, like we use our hands. We can use these as electric circuits to guide our energy, right? So what we're going to be doing is you're going to be seated firmly, Indian position, and I'm going to guide you into pulling the energy from the earth and then exhaling back. So you're going to imagine your fingers as these wands. So this is a Taoist practice. You think of your fingers as wands of light, and it's just really pulling the energy from the earth to your womb. I'm going to show you. Just 1 second. I need to adjust my camera, and I am in a very small room, so but I can manage. So basically, you can sit this way if it's comfortable, or just sit Indian like this. You're going to be pulling the energy from the earth with every inhale to your belly, and you'll hold it there, and then with every exhale you're going to release it back to the earth. So what's going to happen is with every inhale you're going to use your hands to bring the energy from the earth into your womb, and with every exhale you're going to make the sound. It's a sound of release. And as you are releasing, you're going to be really slow. As you're releasing, you're going to make the sound. You're going to do the exhale of the breath. And you're going to visualize dark, murky water coming out of your womb and going back to the earth. So that's the basic practice to begin with. That's the releasing practice. And then part 2 will be the energizing. Okay. So once again, I'm going to lead you, but just want to show you how it is done. You're going to inhale from the nose, bring the energy here, bring Earth's energy to your womb, and then you're going to exhale back to the earth. And as you exhale, you're going to imagine dark water leaving your womb, and that dark water is pretty much carrying those emotions, those energies that is no longer required for now. And this practice is pretty much a Taoist practice, Taoist Tantric practice, and it is part of our emotional hygiene. So you can spend a couple of days, couple of minutes during the day to pull the energy from the earth, the support, and then exhale. Just do this release. Think about what you want to release, and just release, and imagine the dark water leaving your womb. And what happens is when you do this practice for extended period of time, which is more than 2 minutes, between 3 to 5 minutes, most women see the dark water, the colors becoming lighter and lighter. So that's when you know that, okay, the release is happening in your mind's eye. So it's a visualization technique as well. So you're going to be breathing, you're going to be visualizing, and you're going to be making a sound. So that's the release process. And then we're going to do an energizing process after that. So for now, I invite you to get seated. If you have an essential oil, this will be the moment for you to dab some essential oil, and let's just get back to our bodies. I'm going to do the same. Make yourself comfortable, get some cushions. And right now, use an essential oil. Also, please share with me what essential oil you are using. Today, I'm using a blend, which is called Prosperity. It's a very beautiful smell. Lavender, yeah, compassion from Emerald's Temple. So beautiful. So, let's take a moment. Let's energize our hands first. So we're going to be working with our hands. So I like to begin with energizing our hands. And we can usually do that by rubbing our hands. Just for good 10 seconds. Just shaking the energy, the vibration, feeling the warmth. And then separating your palms. Just feeling the tingles. You can close your eyes. And you can bring your hands to your womb now. Bring your hands to your womb. And notice your breath. Just the normal rhythm of your breath. How are you breathing? And at the same time, tune into what is it that you would like to release in this moment. Any feelings of overwhelm, anger, grief, any resentment, any desires unmet. And if you don't know what it is, just say a prayer for release. I just don't know what's happening with me, but I would like to release whatever is ready to be released, or whatever is not serving my highest essence. And now I invite you to open your eyes and have a look at your fingers. Really look at your fingers, the tips. Acknowledge the capacity of our fingers to be these circuits of light, this channel of energy. Feeling into that. And now placing your hands on the earth, on the ground firmly. And letting your hand rest on Mother Earth, the ground. And now I invite you to take a deep breath and sweep your hands. So sweep your hands gently from the earth with the inhale bringing that to your womb space. Hold your breath, hold your inhale, bringing in the safety of Mother Earth as you do this release onto your womb, through your fingertips. And now exhale with the sound. And gently exhaling. Your exhale will be longer than your inhale. Exhale. And pushing your hands back to the earth. Releasing these dark waters, your emotions that are not serving you. Inhale, sweeping up. Onto your womb space. Hold your inhale for a few seconds. Feel into what is releasing and exhale. Slowly, slowly exhaling, letting your fingers do the guiding of energy. Let your fingers guide the movement of the energy. So inhaling the tips of your finger, sweeping from the earth, coming to your womb. Imagining those dark waters now leaving your womb with your exhale. Really use the force in your hands to release into the earth. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. Sweeping the earth's energy to your womb. And exhale. Back to the earth. And let's do this 1 more time at your own pace. Inhale. Sweeping your hands up. And exhale. Bring your hands back on the earth. And keep imagining the flow of water. Keep imagining the waters continuing to flow from your womb as you're resting your hands on the earth, on the ground. Notice your breath and visualize this release happening from your womb. Like the daughter of the earth, you are surrendering everything to the mother. What is not yours, what you don't know what to do with, what's no longer required, giving back to the Mother Earth. And now bring your hands back to your womb, your palms facing upward, just like this, like a cup, as if you're holding something just by your womb. Yeah, and in this moment, feel into the energy of your desires. What would you like to fill your womb of creation with? What energy? What feelings? Focus on the energy and the feelings and let those energies rest on your palms. What would you desire to fill your womb with? What energies, what emotions, what feelings. So you can say something like, I'm calling in health, vitality, peace, well-being, safety, clarity, energy flow, understanding, support. So whatever it is, just feel the energy of it resting in your palms. Feel the weight of it resting as if you're holding, literally holding the energy of your desires. Fun could be another thing. Growth, right? And see if you can bring a gentle smile to your face, as if you are really enjoying holding these energies in your palms. It's yours, it's available to you. Feel your palms becoming heavier and heavier with the energy of your desires. Now, gently taking those palms and placing it on your womb. Closing your eyes, having an inner smile, just breathing as if it is done. Holding your womb as you are pouring those energies of high frequency from your hands to your womb space. In this moment, you can begin to gently massage your womb, your ovaries that are on the sides, which are called the seeds of your creation. And literally, like every massage, every stroke, coding yourself with the energy of your desires, infusing it into your womb space. Breathing through your nose, exhaling through the mouth. Having a smile, like you know it's being done. See if you can find a rhythm where you can begin to just enjoy this touch, this communion with your womb space. Really offering your womb this nourishing touch. And in this moment, as you continue to touch, feel the energies becoming your truth. And if there are any words of comfort, understanding, realization, affirmation that you want to speak to your womb, now will be the time. You can make some declarations. This is my new reality. This is my highest essence. I see you, I feel you. I am safe. And you can come to stillness. Allow any emotions to arise. Notice your breath. Gently noticing your breath. Any feelings that are coming up. acknowledging any truth, any whispers from your womb. And gently coming back to our circle, our virtual space. And as we coming to the close of this vortex, please share if there is any words of encouragement, of affirmation, assurance that your womb is speaking through you for us, for all of us present here. It could be one word, one phrase, one sentence, whatever it is. What's your womb's message for the women who have gathered here? For the women who took time to be here. Be authentic, right? Yes. My womb has to say that there is always a way, no matter what. There is always a way, no matter what. That's the message coming through my womb to you all, sisters. Whatever crossroads, whatever feelings you're feeling. Rachel, my womb wants to practice this in the garden. It is so powerful when you're sitting on earth and do this. I've done this on the beach, on the rocks, on the earth. Oh my God. There have been moments where I begin to just shake because I just don't know how to hold this energy. What is it all about? So yes, please do it and share with us what comes up, what you feel. We can encourage each other this way. Yeah, divine communion. Thank you, sister. Thank you for sharing. Michaela, you are safe. Yes. Beautiful. So sisters, we are still in the new moon energies. And again, the first 4 or 5 days of the lunar cycle is a very feminine time. And after the 5th day, we go into the masculine energy. The masculine energy begins to, come to surface in its natural ways. So allow yourself to feel the feelings, right? Feel the feelings and offer yourself safety in your body through this womb practice. Our wombs, sisters, our wombs, they hold a lot. They have held a lot. Centuries of abuse, suppression of the feminine principles that our women, grandmothers, our ancestors have faced, have been passed to us through wombs to wombs to wombs. So in moments where it's everything on us, hold her, come back to her. Because oftentimes what you feel will not be even yours. And you'll be surprised, like, what the hell is this? What am I feeling? Why am I even feeling this? It's not even mine, and what's going on? Right? To come back to your wombs. With this, have a beautiful rest of the day, wherever you are. And I'll see you inside of the Exploring Femininity Sisterhood group, or email me if you have more questions about remembrance. If you know women who you can recommend this to, it'll be amazing too. And I look forward to hopefully meeting you in person and circling, giving you warm hugs. And if not, let's just be in touch in this vortex that we create every time we gather through this virtual space. Thank you, sisters.